Questions for LaMiles? Kelly?
It's been a long run for you. It seemed like you were, for the first time in a long time, yourself, like coming out of the game, being aggressive,
Right.
making tackles, being physical. Was that sort of your evaluation of your performance?
Absolutely. The plan was to kind of come out more aggressively, just get back to, being free, being loose and things like that. And I feel like for the most part I was able to execute on that.
How did what was your evaluation of how the helmet comm worked out for you guys in that first game?
It was good. It was very few times, if any, that I can remember where we just flat out weren't aligned based on, kind of getting the call, seeing the pictures and things like that. So the helmet comm is definitely, it's an adjustment at the same time, but it's actually very good.
Y'all are playing another team where there's no film and they have a lot of transfers, right. And this is one with a whole new offense and defense and all that stuff. How difficult is that to prepare for? Is it weird having sort of a first game of the season?
Right. It's difficult because once again, you're watching old things, but like you said, new coordinators, things like that. You're not guessing per se, but you don't know what you're going to get and things like that. So, kind of try to study players who were there last season, kind of more based on personnel and things like that, and then, we'll kind of see what happens when we get out there.
How did the in-game adjustments work out for you guys, especially after that first drive and then settling down and getting into it?
Right. As soon as the game started, after the first drive, we kind of got a feel as far as, how we wanted to play and things like that. After the first couple of drives, we kind of knew what they wanted to do and things like that, and, we're on the sideline now. We got the iPads and things like that. Makes in-game adjustments a little bit easier and things like that. You can kind of see what you're adjusting to instead of having to kind of picture it in your head and things like that. So the in-game adjustments were quick and they were efficient, and we were able to go out and execute when we saw it next time.
Go.
It seemed like you guys rallied very quickly. That first drive didn't go very well, and
Right.
then came back out and shut them down the rest of the game. Is that just sort of a different confidence level you guys have with Tooch and the staff, or just settling nerves maybe the first drive?
Right.
What would you put that on?
Confidence in Tucci and the staff, as well as confidence in each other that we're playing with. After the first drive happened, nobody came to the sideline complaining, pointing fingers or anything like that. We knew instantly where we kind of messed up at and things like that. And like I said, with the iPads and things like that, we came in-game adjusted, and the confidence level of the defense didn't go down at all. We knew we were going to be able to go back out there and get another opportunity to get at them, and that's what we went out there and did.
You had a young guy like Tay Seymour get a chance to get out there, get his feet wet. What did you see from him out there?
Confidence. He was out there flying around for those to kind of be his first defensive snaps and things like that. I told you guys back in the fall that his confidence level was really high, knowing that he had a role on the defense now and things like that. So, him going out there and executing and playing fast was a great thing to see.
How much talk has there been? You have a couple former teammates down the street now, and one who was in your room. Has there been a little trash talk or any communication going on this week?
Actually, no trash talk at all. Kenyatta Watson actually congratulated a couple of us after the game and things like that, and kept it simple, said, "See you next week." Hasn't really been any trash talk. I doubt there will be any. We're all boys, but we know it's a competition level, but I think he's worried more about his team, and we're worried about ours. So, trash talk will probably happen on the field, but not before the game.
We asked Jordan about how, what the feeling is of being back home, getting a chance to run out there at Bobby Dodd, especially at night where the atmosphere is going to be pretty good.
Right.
What are you going to be feeling?
It's going to be good. Our crowd usually shows out for night games for sure. We're coming off a big win in Ireland and things like that. So the atmosphere is going to be very good. We're not really too much focused on it right now. We kind of have learned from our past mistakes and things like that. So, we're only worried about what we can control and what our game plan will be and things like that, and going out and executing.
Anything else, Kelly?
Does it help playing a team like Georgia State if you're going to play like a G5 team in the situation there's a little bit more on the line, they're down the street, and you're coming off an emotional win to have something like that where there's a little more maybe at stake than just playing a directional school you don't know?
I mean, not really. You know, the kind of the mindset that we try to take on is just take every game for what it is. It's just another game. Make no opponent bigger or smaller than it has to be and things like that. We know we have another opportunity to go out there and, you know, kind of play as the best versions of ourselves. So, you know, that's kind of what we're focused on, no matter who we really play.
Okay. Thank you, LaMiles.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, have a good